Good morning, y'all. I really think that I'm a horrible person. I woke up this morning and I just been thinking about my life lately, things I want to change, wondering why things are the way that they are. I'm not currently happy with my life. I'm not. I've been doing therapy. Seems to me their method is, of course, getting to the root of the problem. Like with anything else, you would get to the root of the problem to figure out the solution. I am 33 years old and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. Why am I not successful? Why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? Why do I have all these kids? Being irresponsible, not thinking about the future, trauma, and things like that, of course, can affect your decision making. But I should be asking myself on a daily, like, am I a bad person? It's just a part of reflecting on myself and thinking about the decisions that I made that got me to this point. You know, Section 8, getting food stamps and low income and all this other stuff. Like, I'm like, how did I get here, bro? Like, I also think back to my childhood, not just the things that were done to me, like things that I've done. I wasn't the best kid growing up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I know in the Bible they say like kids are innocent or whatever, but I kind of did some dark, evil shit. And a lot of people are afraid to admit that, but I stand on my shit, so that's just who I am and that's just me. I grew up and I prayed about it or whatever. I also think about like how my mom may have felt about that. You know, my dad really wasn't there. He was, but he wasn't. And it wasn't the best when he was around either. Not putting all the blame on them, but, you know, it's just karma. Like, I felt like I was looking for love because of all the trauma that I experienced, and then the love that I wanted from the trauma led to kids. 4. And that's quite a lot. People struggle having 1 kid. I have 4. To the point where my daughter think we're broke, but I'm spending way more money than the average person because I have 4 kids. This is America, right? This shit is my fault. I was a horrible kid. I was smart. Don't get me wrong. I was smart. But I was horrible. As I got older, the things that I went through made me hate my mom. Made me disrespectful to her and myself. I ain't got the best mother in the world either. I do believe in God. And I do believe you should cherish your parents, especially if they're there and they're trying. Like, the stuff that I went through as a kid was crazy too. Like, being left at home alone at a young age and stuff like that. So it's like, I believe it's just some type of generational curse, and I'm just making sure I don't pass that stuff down to my kid. Even with my kids, I've kind of spoiled them with love and support, something that I never really too much had, not genuinely. I don't know, y'all. I'm suffering, but I'm also figuring it out at the same time. Cheers to that. But it does help me to see myself. I believe it's just like I had some type of chip on my shoulder. Like, I wanted to be better than my mom. So it's like I went above and beyond for my kids to, like, I don't know, maybe prove a point, I guess. My kids are super dependent on me. They barely want to listen because they don't get whoopings, they don't get beatings and stuff like how we used to. Like, I just want to feel loved and appreciated, and I'm not trying to put my trauma onto them. Like, yeah, I got my ass beat growing up, Like, I tell them that, like, hey, I grew up getting punishments, stuff taken away from me, ass beaten, sent to your room, scared to get a cup of water, scared to say anything. Like, that's the type of, you know, you in your room for a week, your food gets slid under the door type shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't get that kind of treatment. They get to get up and go to school without their room being clean. They, you know, they have dishes and food in their room. You tell, like, they steal my socks. It's petty stuff. It's petty stuff. But at the same time, it's just about respect. Like, my kids, I'm not gonna say they don't respect me, but they're still learning what respect is and what I require from them as far as their respect. So it's a learning process. So I'll be very patient with my kids, but at the same time, it's just like boundaries. You know, it's like, regardless of what I went through and who I was as a kid, I'm a mother now. Y'all are here with me now. You're going to do what I asked you to do because you have no reason not to. You know, they don't have the same traumas that I was going through. So certain behaviors I just will not accept. I don't believe there is a certain job out there for me. Career-wise, I do love to braid. I do have a passion for braiding because of our ancestry, our history with braids. But it's just deeper than that to me also. That's just one of the things that I'm passionate about. So I have not told y'all, but all of my things got thrown out because me and my partner had a disagreement. So literally my vanity, my little braiding studio area, little braiding corner, all of my stuff, my hydraulic chair, mirrors, decorations, everything, makeup, all that got thrown outside and destroyed. My paintings, you know, my journals, my family pictures, things like that, they all got thrown out because me and my partner had a disagreement. I did something that he didn't like, and you know, it is what it is. We grown. I could replace most of that stuff, but my pictures of my family that aren't here anymore, I can't get those back. So I'm still pissed about that. But what the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I here for? People be out there living their best life, baby, and I'm in the house every day, cooking, cleaning, changing poopy diapers. Like, why did I start over? My youngest daughter was just about to turn 4 or 5 years old, got into kindergarten, and boom, here's my son. Now my son running around here doing all kind of crazy stuff. Look, I might be 35 years old. I do not have the patience like I used to. I moved out when I was 17, 18 years old. And as soon as I turned 21, I was pregnant with my first daughter, had my first daughter. And then I just been a parent ever since I became an adult. So I've never really had a chance to figure out myself, what I want to do, what I'm good at, what I like. Just grew up and became a parent. But like I said, that's that trauma stuff. You gotta recognize what's going on with you inside and out.